Hey, Cinnamon Buns, it's me, Miss Monica Sylvia, and it's been a little bit of forever. But never fear, I'm back. Mama's home. Anyways, hey, you guys, how have you been? I'm coming today to you guys with blah, 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 blah. I'm tongue twisting my words. I'm coming to you guys today with an interesting topic about the young trans community. Not necessarily to say like the younger transgendered people, but I mean like the younger transgender people, and how it made me think about society and young transgendered people as a whole. Now, first of all, I just want to apologize for the way that I look. My makeup is sweated off. Is that a word, sweated? And it was so hot today, honestly. I don't even care. I don't have the time. It was hot. My hair, none of it. Put it up, gotta go, bye. I was in Seattle all day. Like, I just got back to Washington, or not Washington, to Tacoma. Craziness. But yeah, it was super hot. So this is the best you're gonna get. Anyways, as we digress, when I was younger, I didn't have like transgendered people to look forward to. The only transgendered person that I had that I even, honestly, the only transgendered person that I even knew of when I was like maybe 17, I think. I had heard of her, the tennis player. You remember her? Like, she was a tennis player and she was like an old lady that fought to play women's tennis or something like that. That's all we had. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have like, I don't know, just when we were growing up, there was no transgendered people like out in public all the time. You didn't see them. They blended into society. Like, they weren't out and proud. You didn't know very many. It wasn't widely talked about. There wasn't a lot of information on the internet. It was so hard to get hormones. And I don't know, it kind of makes me a little jealous, but happy at the same time, because transgendered is not, to a lot of people, it's like, oh yeah, this is something that you fight. Oh yeah, this is something that you care for. This is something that you feel passionate about. This is my life. I am a transgendered woman. I didn't ask to be a transgendered woman. You understand? I was given this life. People are starting to understand that it's not a choice. And before I get into that topic, the reason why I made my YouTube channel, if you don't know, I have a video on my channel that's called Why Do You Have a YouTube Channel? Basically tells you guys why I started YouTube. Check that video out. It's a really good video. I will leave the link in the description box down below. It's a great video. Check it out. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. If you like the video, just thumbs it up. It just shows me that you want to see more. And yeah, it's a really great video, so watch it. It shows you, it basically sums up the fact that when we were growing up, we didn't have all that. When I was growing up, I didn't have all that. So I couldn't just type into the YouTube like Carmen Carrera, T.S. Madison, Janet Mock, Laverne Cox. I couldn't just type in those bitches' names and they'd pop up, and we was just like, okay, well, let's go. Like, that's who I want to be. No, it wasn't like that. The transgender people that I knew of, I saw in movies, and I saw like, basically they were all freaks and weirdos and gross looking, and they were all old, and that's how people would perceive them to be. And that's how I perceived it to be. So for the longest time, I didn't even know what transgendered was until I was exposed to it through the internet. Once I turned maybe like 14, that's when I had turned, I think that's when no, you know what? It wasn't when I was 14. It was when I was 16, 17 is when I started to see people on the internet doing video blogs or video vlogs like I do today. I've been on YouTube for a very long time, so I have a little bit of a following. I think I have like 1,000 of you guys, but I have way more views. You know, like you guys you watch my videos. You just aren't subscribed. You know, like there's 54,000 views on one video, but you guys, for some reason, don't click that subscribe button. Subscribe. Anyways, yeah. So I didn't have all that. So I had to learn the tricks and tips all by myself. I started off bad, and then I had to grow up into who I am today, and I had to develop that way. You know what I mean? I had to earn my womanhood. I had to earn everything that I have, and I had to like fight for it, and I'm still fighting for it. And that's all good and dandy, but it makes me so proud, so happy to say that these days in 2015, our transgendered youth, I mean, like, we have transgendered books in school, in classrooms. I Am Jazz. It's in a classroom at a school right now. Do you understand how groundbreaking that is? There is a book that teaches children, like ages 4, you know what I mean, and up, that, you know, being transgendered is okay, and describing what it is. I love the fact that transgendered is becoming widely known as a third gender. It's male, female, and then transgendered. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, unless you want to separate it. But I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It made sense in my head. But yeah, face. But yeah, it's just, it's crazy to me. Like, little kids get to finally learn about it and understand it and accept it. There are children stepping up and finally saying that they feel that they are a girl or a boy at such a young age. There's countless transgender kids, transgender teenagers. You just look it up and you'll see all of them, whole bunch of them. And it's so much easier now for the transgendered youth, and that's so amazing. It's like, it's beautiful that we've come this far, and it's like, you know how hard it was for me to get hormones? I'm not even sure if I made a video. No, you know what? I did make a video. I need to update that video though. I had to go through hell to get my fucking hormones. I literally had to I had to go to numerous doctor's appointments, numerous therapy sessions, like pay $600-700 in therapy bills, finally to go to like a bunch of offices to get put to this place, to this place, to this place, so call all these numbers to finally get a fucking letter to take to a doctor. And then that wasn't the end of that. I had to find a doctor that would accept it, because they had the right to refuse service to you if it was against their religious background. So if they were Christian, they said, I don't want to deal with you, honey, I would have to leave, because they don't have to deal with you, because they just don't have to. Well, anyways, I found a doctor in Seattle, and I had to travel so far back and forth, and she was giving me such a small amount, and it wasn't enough, and it was hell to get to how I now, you know what I mean? It's easy. You can literally go to the doctor's office. Nowadays, I bet you any money, if I didn't have that letter, I could go to any doctor's office and just be like, hey, I need some hormones, I'm transgendered, get it together. And they'd be like, okay, I see you. You look pretty good to me. Alrighty, honey. Well, let's get your hormones. That's what would happen today, which I'm not complaining. The reason why I sound a little upset is because I'm jealous. I am jealous, but I'm happy, because women nowadays, the grown women like me, We had to go through a lot. A lot to just prove that, hey, we're transgendered and we need this. Now, hormones are covered by your insurance. Hormones are covered by your health insurance. Did you know that? The younger transgender community thinks, oh, add some medicine. Hey, it should be covered by your insurance. But no, it wasn't always. It wasn't considered necessary. So you had to pay full price. I had to pay like over $100 to get my hormones. Now, they're free. Free. I can just get them because it's mandatory. It's mandatory for me to have my hormones. Because I am transgendered. Because the proper cure for transsexualism, for gender dysphoria, is hormone treatment to transition your body to the opposite gender. Anyways, yeah, like you can do that now. And the SRS surgery, sexual reassignment surgery, that is mostly covered by your insurance as well. Depending on what insurance you have, you can get the SRS depending on how much it covers, but it will cover some of it. That's fucking crazy. It was considered, you wouldn't have been able to do that before. Now you can type in transgender celebrities, transgender teens, transgender beautiful models, transgendered artists, transgendered rappers, transgendered everything, and you will see amazing people doing amazing things for our community, and it's beautiful. It's just, I'm so proud to be a transgendered person here in this day and age. In 2015, I'm glad to be transgendered in this time. As Laverne Cox said on Time magazine, this is the transgender tipping point. It's our time. It's our time to show that we are here. We are beautiful. We are handsome. We are who we are. And we deserve to be treated like we want to be treated. And now, people are starting to understand that transgendered is not a choice. I think that if everybody understood that transgendered isn't a choice, it would become a lot more widely accepted. Just like everybody thinks, oh, being gay isn't a choice. The people who think that being gay is a choice, you're dumb. Because you can always have this argument with a straight guy. If you talk to a straight guy and he says being gay is a choice, you ask him, can you like a boy? Can you fuck a boy? Can you have sex with a boy? Go, can you choose right now? You can go have sex with him. And if they say, well, no, because I don't want to, because you can't. You can't. You'll be disgusted because you can't. So why is this person any different? Why can't they look at a girl and think, yuck, I can't do that. I cannot do that. That's gross. It will disgust me. You're not any different. You're not any better. Anyways, we're not on here to discuss gay rights because that has nothing to do with our rights. But it's just nice that the T in the LGBT community is moving out. Because I don't even like I know where I came from. I have respect for the gay community. All respect for the gay community. But don't mistake me for somebody who's gay because I'm not. I'm not a gay person. I'm not a gay person in any way, shape, or form. I am a transgendered woman. People need to see that transgendered women are women, just different kinds of women. Transgendered men are men, just different kinds of men. There are different kinds of women and there are different kinds of men. There are black women. There are black men. There are white women. There are white men. There are Asian men. There are different races. There's tall, short, wide, skinny, big boobs, small boobs. There's everything. And there's also women who weren't born women. There's also men who weren't born men. And although we aren't where we should be, we still have a lot of things that we're fighting, like our suicide rates are through the fucking roof. Being bullied through the roof. What else? There's something else that I was going to say. the laws that they're trying to pass in certain countries saying that we can't use the bathroom, hashtag we just need to pee. We are nowhere near where we need to be. But once we get to the point where we need to be, we don't have that much further to go. So yes, trans brothers and sisters, fight. I'm going to fight too to get what we need to where we need to be. But also be appreciative that the world is moving. It might be at a slow pace, but it's getting there. We're getting there. I have faith that we're going to get to the point where we are just going to be known as, okay, you're transgender. What do you want to have for dinner? You know what I mean? Especially dating. Dating is so easy now. Like, I'm not sure if it's because I'm more attractive than I was before, or if it's because I was ugly before. Honestly, I have no idea. But when I was younger, it was so hard to get a guy to like me. All I did was chasers, because it was just kind of like, guys, nobody wanted a transgendered woman. Everybody was just like, oh, that's gross. Get the fuck away from me. Nowadays, you tell a guy, you join POF, you join OkCupid, you join Tinder, you join all those dating websites, you tell a guy you're transgendered, less than half of them are going to say that they have a problem. Literally. I have a video coming out on that specific topic here soon. But dating as a transgendered woman isn't as hard as it used to be. So all these girls who are making all these videos talking about how transgender dating is hard and you're like 10, stop it. Okay? Because it was 10 times worse. Our dating pool from when we were younger was terrible. Terrible. It was like, there was like just no way. I literally stooped so low. But now, sometimes I look at the guys and I think like, wow, we look like a normal couple. I look like any other girl and you look like any other guy. And you can get, handsome guys, nice guys, good guys. Obviously, you're a woman, so you're going to have to deal with pervs and all that bullshit. And then obviously we have the problem of chasers and all that kind of bullshit. But it's definitely 10 times more easier to date than it was before. So much harder. But yeah, I do want to do a quick shout out though, because Diamond Styles, Nochokin on YouTube, her channel's phenomenal. That woman was the first transgendered woman I ever seen that I saw and thought, I want to be just like her. I want my story to be told just like hers. I didn't necessarily want to be her, but there was something about her that I connected with, like the way she spoke her words, the way that she had so much passion in what she said, the way she started off her videos so abruptly, just the way that she is. She was inspirational to me. And I know she's commented on my videos before, and I don't know, I watch her videos still. She doesn't upload very much, but it happens. You get older and you stop. I don't know if it necessarily has to do with age, but you grow up and I don't know if it's because you get bored or because you get lazy or because, everybody has their own reasons for getting off of YouTube, but I really looked up to her. She helped me so much through my transition, especially when I was younger. When I was younger, that woman, I literally would watch her videos religiously every time they came out. I don't know even if I would have transitioned at such a young age, at like 15, if it wasn't for her. I probably would have waited till I was 18, like my family wanted me to. But luckily, I saw her on YouTube and I was able to transition. So just a shout out to, Diamond Styles, Nochokin. There's many of other girls that are here that I used to watch and that were inspirational. Half of them aren't even on YouTube anymore. But like I said, we're in a good place. We're in a good place right now. We're getting there. We still need to fight. We still need to, get our trans rights in there. Still things need to be done. Things need to be said. We have a long way to go, but we're getting there. And I just kind of want you guys to understand that we have won. We've been winning. So take those wins and cherish them. Like, understand how big that is. For the young community, I want you to look at what you can do now. The next time you go and fill your hormone prescription, remember that you couldn't do that before. You would have had to go through so much. Now you probably have to go through just one doctor, and that's it. When you go on YouTube and you look through your whole subscription list of transgendered people who help you through your day and help you feel related to, remember that it wasn't like that before. We weren't out there like that before. When you look on TV and you see people like Laverne Cox, Janet Mock, all those famous transgender celebrities that are leaving a good representation for us in the media, remember that they were not there before. That if you were alive back when we were younger, it would have been a whole different story for you. You know what I mean? So just be grateful for what you got and what we have won. So, yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to say. I just got inspired because I was watching I Am Jazz, and that little girl is such a little inspiration. I love her so much. I would have killed to transition at that age. Anyways, oh yeah, the other thing is too, transgender people are so close-knit these days. Before, when I was younger, I don't know if some of the older girls can relate to this, but the trans girls were not sisters, honey. They were catty as hell. I still to this day have not one transgendered friend. But before, they used to be so catty, so jealous, so competitive. Now, transgender people are like so tight in their communities, and it's awesome. It's cool. I have a lot of transgender friends on Facebook and YouTube, but not in real life. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here because I have to go. It's getting late, and I kind of want to wash my face and get all this sweaty grossness off of my body and take a shower. Anyways, I have a video coming out about dating as a transsexual, and then after that, I'm going to do a boobie update. Booping, wah, 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 wah. Who does that again? Wah, wah. I forget. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for me. And like always, comment, like, subscribe if you aren't. I love you guys so much for your support. Watch the video that I suggested in the link down below. I promise I'll put it down there. And yeah, I love you guys so much for watching. And like always, until next time.